Alright, we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Alright, we are doing live ice storm coverage, right? Nothing too wild is going on right now, but I do want to just do this because this is a pretty urgent event, so I do also want to kind of give you guys a breakdown of what's expected. Alright, but I'm gonna change this real quick. Trees down. And many power outages expected. Alright. So welcome everybody. Alright, we're going to be using something a little bit different. We have now radar scope. Alright, I have not had radar scope on my computer at least for a while, but I just got it. So we're going to be just trying it out here to see how it does on the live stream. Alright, it's a little bit slower because I do think it's a little bit of a bigger and more powerful app. So stream may be glitchy, but I think it should be smooth for the most part. So, alright, so if you take a look at your current radar, alright, basically what we've got now is we just got a band here of, moderate to heavy, freezing rain here that's right around the Omaha, Nebraska area. And points north, right? So it looks like near Mapleton and Ottawa, we have the heaviest freezing rain here. But we do have a report. I guess this is an hour ago by now. But we have a report an hour ago of freezing rain, just south of Omaha there. All right, and then even farther north, near where's that? Let's see. This is Sergeant Bluff. Alright, we have another report here of freezing drizzle. And this was about a half hour ago. And then we have another report, also a half hour ago near Odebolt in Iowa here. So, slowly but surely, this is starting to make its way into Iowa. So we'll start to see areas like Des Moines and Iowa City, even maybe Davenport, start to see those really big time totals there with accumulations. I do think also like Waterloo and Cedar Rapids, Iowa could definitely see some big accumulations here. So welcome in everybody. Glad to see everyone. So no one's in chat yet. But feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Alright, I definitely will be able to answer them clearly and honestly. Alright, we do actually have some snow. I don't know if that is actually snow or just freezing rain, but let's see there. Yeah, we could have some snow actually. Starting to pick up here near Lake City. I believe this is in Iowa. Alright, but you can see just our whole event is starting to spread out a little bit. Alright, let's get back down to Omaha here. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Alright, so I did actually just post a update on our ice storm on YouTube, so if you do need some kind of background information, go ahead and watch that, but if not, just ask any questions if you have any here on stream. Alright, but if you have any family or you know anybody out here in this region of the Midwest, just let them know that there's something big bad to happen, or just make sure that they know what's happening, because this is gonna cause quite a few problems out here. So alright, so yeah, welcome in everybody. Just posting this to X. second, guys. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Catch up on stream chat here. Looks like we do not have anyone in the bot. So, yeah, we're pretty much just going to watch this event as it kind of unfolds. Alright, I do think we're going to see some pretty heavy freezing rain as we get into, tomorrow morning. Alright, but you can see, really, just a lot of isolated pockets here of freezing rain. So let me know where you're watching from, and if you happen to be watching from this region, let me know, so I can kind of give you your outlook here for what you can expect. Alright. So, this is what we got at the moment right now across the Omaha area. But if you take a look here, I believe this is on our ice accumulations, right? This is what we're expecting as we get into the overnight and evening hours, or overnight and morning hours of tomorrow. Alright, you can see we are expecting an area of possibly up to an inch of accumulations here of freezing rain here, which I think might be a little bit overdone. Alright, but if this verifies, this could be a huge event here for sections of western Iowa, but this is dangerously close to Davenport. Alright, so if you know anyone around Davenport, you gotta make sure that they're aware of what's going on here, because this has a huge potential to be really, really big. So that's why I'm kind of trying to hype this up a little bit, because this is a pretty bold outlook here from the NAM. Alright, the NAM is a pretty high-res model, so could definitely be overdoing some of that, but definitely totals are possible to be around what that looks like here. Alright, so as of right now, it looks like everything going on up here near like Sioux City in this kind of area, it looks to be freezing rain. Alright, because we do have reports of ice pellets and sleet in far western Iowa, I believe. And then we also do have another report here into extreme northeastern Nebraska. Okay, so you can see they're just, if we zoom out here, they're pretty much all over the place for the most part. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to zoom out just a little bit. I'm not trying to zoom out too much, though. It's very glitchy, I'm not sure why. But we obviously have Radar Omega if we need. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so south of Des Moines, we actually have another report of freezing rain here. Alright, this was just about 7:40, so that was a half hour ago or so. So, Allen Crow, you're about an hour east of Davenport. You're gonna get hit by this too. Alright, so, yeah, so if you're about an hour east of Davenport, Let me look that up. Where is an hour east of Davenport, Iowa? Bettendorf. Alright, so that kind of area. Alright, so really for you, I'm not familiar with this area, obviously, so I'm just trying to visualize, what the more exact area would look like. But I think you are definitely going to have the potential for some ice accumulations. I think you will be, luckily, just far enough to the east of Davenport where you're probably going to stay out of the clear, or out of the woods, I should say, with your ice accumulations. So I do think you're definitely going to have the potential for some of those surfaces to have, a glazing, to maybe, a tenth of an inch of ice. But I do think definitely you're going to stay out away from those major accumulations. Near Dixon, alright. Why they changed the radar scope? I don't know. I got it, finally, because I thought I should make the move. I kind of just wanted to change it. Also because I do think radar scope has better graphics as far as just, precipitation depiction goes, which is just our frozen precipitation radar. So that's the only reason why I'm using it. Although it is much glitchier, I've noticed, than Radar Omega, so that's a little bit of a downside. Alright, but this is also kind of like a test stream. But you said you're near Dixon. See, I'm getting used to radar scope, at least for on a computer. So, I know how to use it on a phone or whatever, but... Alright, so, yeah. So you are actually decently close to Davenport, it looks like. So we go back here to the NAM 3K model. Alright, you can see, alright, it's very close. You're kind of on the line between anywhere from, a quarter of an inch to basically just about a tenth of an inch of ice here, as far as accumulations go. So I think that, honestly, once again, kind of just like what I said earlier, definitely some isolated surfaces there, with just about a glazing of ice, but definitely up to, I'd say, 2/10 of an inch is possible. But once again, for you, the farther west you go, the higher the totals and just accumulations will be. Radar scope is a bit ugly in surface. You've always liked radars. Radar Omega is a bit ugly in interface, but I've always liked radar scope far more. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like radar scope looks much cleaner, as far as radar goes, but... Alright, everyone like the stream. We're going to set a stream goal to 10 likes, because I doubt we're going to see many people join the stream. No problem, Alan Crow. Glad to help. But, yeah, stay safe out there. Alright, we're going to take a look if we have any more reports. We have actually reports of snow in Kansas City here. Snow or grapple. This is just about 45 minutes ago, so this is a little old here, but we do actually have some reports. So, radar scope does actually show here the timing of where each kind of cell will move, and the radar's actually, the app is basically just showing that this precipitation is very heavy, and so heavy to the point where it kind of detects this as a possible cell, so it's actually displaying the arrival times. So you can actually see it says cell 10. Alright, so this is moving north at 36 knots, which is about 40 miles per hour. So this is probably our heaviest area of frozen precipitation that we've got right around now. So this is gonna be in the Macy area at 8:20, and at 8:35 this will be in the Sloan area. So I guess you guys are in Central Time. So this will be 7:35 in the Sloan area. Alright, Salix at about 7:40, and then Sergeant Bluff at about believe like 8:50. Let's see what that says. There's 8:35, or I should say 7:50. So yeah. But this is moving due north, and then this will get in the Sioux City area, Dakota City. I mean, this is a more populated area here. Alright, so down the line, it looks like about 7:50 to 8 o'clock ish is where this area will eventually see the heavier band of frozen precipitation move in. But honestly, that's probably our most concerning band. We have another heavy band near Dow City or Dow City here. Alright, also towards like Dunlap, Buck Grove, and Arion. Alright, this is also moving to the north here. Alright, and this is moving a little bit quicker to the north at 42 knots, about 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be near Charter Oak or Denison or Denison. I think Denison. At around 8:20 or 7:20. I keep saying 8:20 because that's what it says, and also that's just because it's in Eastern time. But I have to kind of translate it to Central time. So you gotta take off an hour. But yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright, we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by Christmas, or really I said by the New Year. Alright, but most importantly, we're just trying to get this stream out to as many people as possible so people can just stay ahead of the weather and know what's coming up. So, yes. Yeah, it's moving due north. So right now, that heavy band of freezing rain is moving into Macy right now. Okay, so yeah, that's, let's see how heavy that is. There we go. Nope. Spectre. Alright, so yeah, so right now, we have, wow, look at that. So is that, wow, 40 DBZ freezing rain there. Alright, that is very heavy. So we have very heavy freezing rain moving into Macy, Nebraska. This is all moving up north towards Sioux City, and if you're talking about long term, eventually, alright, this is gonna make its way into Iowa, like Orange City, Sioux Center, and just it's gonna continue to move north until the kind of direction of the low pressure kind of changes. But if you look to our other area of heavy precipitation here, you can actually see, alright, we have another area of what seems to be about 30 to 40 dBz of heavy freezing rain there. So, interesting stuff going on right now, to say the least. Did I hear about the Arctic blast coming in just before Christmas? Yeah, I did just post an update on that, so I do think there's going to be the potential for a pre-Christmas winter storm, but definitely, to say the least, very cold air. I do think we're going to see, like Sam just said, very cold air, possible Arctic blasts in the central United States, and I do think we could see for, the extreme northern tier of the United States another round of possibly below 0 degree weather, so we're up for round 2 here. Alright, I don't think it's going to be as significant, but definitely far below average temperatures are definitely looking likely here. I do think also the Northeast could end up seeing a relatively major winter storm. Alright, it's just a signal as of right now, too far out to really talk about, a little bit more in depth, but the GFS and many other models too have been really picking up on a signal pretty consistently for the past couple of days, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, I don't know if this is a new report. I think this is an old report because this is at 7:30. Yeah, so just waiting here. Alright, this is just people that are making weather reports, and I don't know why it doesn't show all reports, but just because there aren't reports out here doesn't mean that there's nothing happening. There is very heavy freezing rain falling, It's just that I guess weather spotters aren't there's too lazy to make reports. Yes, that's probably not the case though. It's probably just because Radar Scope doesn't show all of them. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm going to leave the radar on play here so you guys can kind of watch this unfold. I'm just gonna go grab some water, so that's probably gonna take me about 30 seconds. So I will be right back. Alright. Alright, everybody, I am back. So, just watching this band come in. Alright, let's look up north here. I think we have some new reports. Alright, so I don't think I saw this one, but this is about 9:44 near Remsen in Iowa. We have reports of freezing rain, and then, alright, this is a very new report. This was 3 minutes ago in Lamars, Iowa. We have multiple reports here of freezing rain and possible ice pellets and sleet. And again, this is a little bit farther north, so this is actually where our freezing rain sleet line kind of is. So if we take a look, let's look at a different radar. Yeah, let's look at KFSD here. Yeah, so actually we do have much heavier, or I guess not much heavier, but relatively heavy freezing rain up here as well. What's up, Sam? So, but wow, so Radar Scope is actually picking up on much more areas here of heavy precipitation. So if you're wondering why it says L, it's just because Radar Mega, I keep saying Radar Mega, Radar Scope shows where supercells, and it kind of labels them and shows the trajectory and timeline of them. And so it's actually picking up on these pockets of freezing rain because they're so heavy. And actually, we have a freezing rain spike on radar here. So it's kind of like a hail spike. You know, a hail kind of blocks the beam and kind of shows this like glitch here. The same kind of idea is happening with this freezing rain. It's actually so large, I guess, that it's actually contaminating or kind of glitching out the radar. And this is fairly close to the Sioux Falls radar site. So I guess that does actually make a little bit more sense. So that's pretty cool. But it's not snowing in Hartley, I believe. It'd be nice to get a report out here, but I don't think it's snowing in Hartley. And if that's the case, then that's confirmation that this is a radar spike here. Interesting stuff. Sup, Jennifer Palmer, life in Tornado Alley. I need to cook. Yes, sir. We are cooking. Alright, so if we take a look. Yeah, look, we have already over 40 DBZs here of freezing rain near George, Iowa. And even look at Rock Valley here. Wow. Look at, oh my gosh, Sioux Center. Ooh, 45 DBZ. How about that? Widespread scattered freezing rain showers. I wouldn't even say it's freezing rain showers. I think this is a little bit heavier, to be honest with you. And 40 DBZs. I wouldn't say that's light. But if any of you guys have any questions about your location, please let me know. Alright, so this area of this band here, Freezing Rain. Alright, moving up from George here. Alright, this is going to be moving towards Little Rock by 8:34. So really 7:34 for you guys. Alright, Ellsworth by 7:49. And then Lismore and Wilmot by about 9:04. Freezing thunderstorm. That's crazy. Imagine this thing just started rotating. We had frozen water spouts. We had water spouts from our lake effect snow event, which was absolutely bonkers. But it'd be kind of wild if we saw like a land spout from one of these bands here. But really, honestly, thunder snow from this would be really cool. I think it's, just not with this specific event, but just in general, I think thunder snow associated with freezing rain is, a possible kind of occurrence. But I'm not saying that that's going to happen with this event. I think this event isn't intense enough. Alright, so over here by Rock Valley, alright, this is where we have another cell here. So this is moving northwest at 46 knots, so about 50 miles per hour. So this will be right around Inwood, Alvord, or Dune by about 7:34. Alright, and then by 7:49 it'll be near Larchwood and Leicester and Hills. And then by 8:04 it'll be near Beaver Creek and Valley Springs. And also near Jasper and Illen. I can't even. Illen. I think that's Illen. In Iowa. You feel like 2025 will be the definition of that Hollister, Oklahoma tornado back in April 30th, 2024. I think, honestly, 2025 is going to be a big event. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be a big year. Can we expect power outages from this in Illinois? So it's pretty interesting for you. So Allen Crow, if you go about 50 miles, I mean, I guess it's not even 50 miles. Let's see here. Alright, so Allen Crow, you are, let's zoom out. Alright. Apologize, it's a little bit slow today. New kind of setup here. So, Allen Crow, you are about right over here, I think. So, let's look at this. So, you are, so you're about 50 miles to the, east of Davenport. So, I'd say, honestly, if you were pretty much on this line or anywhere to the west of it, you could talk about possibilities for power outages. I think for your case, you're probably going to stick to mainly just, slick surfaces, roadways, but definitely some possible power outages. Now, I wouldn't be too worried if I were you, but definitely just keep an eye on the forecast. But yeah, if anyone is in this region. Alright, this is where we're talking about the possibility for some pretty dangerous and pretty major accumulations. But that does include Davenport. That does include Cedar Rapids. You're right in the middle of that area. Alright, Waterloo, Dubuque, Marshalltown, Des Moines, Ottumwa, and Iowa City. So, yeah. Imagine if snow needed instability or cape. Yeah, I don't know how. The thing is, for it to snow, obviously you need like 100% cloud cover, but instability is obviously also when the clouds are breaking and you're allowing for more sun and sunlight and more kind of like warm air to kind of feed into the storm. Alright, so that's how we get instability with thunderstorms. But like I said earlier, with snow and freezing precipitation, you need 100% cloud cover for the most part. Thank you, Joan Paul. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, try to stay warm out here. It's very cold. As you can see, looks like it's about 30 degrees, 29, so we're in the upper 20s. I know we're in the low to mid 20s earlier this morning. I think tomorrow morning at like 5 or 6 in the morning, it's going to be down to 19, which is going to suck. I think that's actually going to be the coldest we've been so far this year. Wow, 7 likes already. Appreciate it, guys. But, yeah, everyone hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We do live coverage on this channel for any major severe weather events. So, obviously, all kinds of severe thunderstorms, tornadoes, severe weather in general, but also winter storm coverage, ice storm coverage. We just do weather coverage in general, if needed. But whenever severe weather strikes, that's kind of our main thing. Alright, so our stream goal will be 15 likes. Just because I don't really expect many people to come in here. Pin that message. You got Streamlabs. You understood Streamlabs a little bit better than OBS. Yeah, OBS isn't actually too hard to understand, honestly. You just gotta watch a tutorial, and I promise you, I'm not telling you to go watch a 40-minute long video on just how to go live in OBS. It literally takes about a minute to understand. You just gotta watch it, and then you'll know right away. And after you do it the first time, it's easy. It just comes natural. So I am streaming on a ZBook laptop here. This is a Windows HP laptop. Okay. Alright, we have a lot of reports coming in now. So, looks like everything's starting to get a little bit heavier out here. So, near Sioux Falls, this is where we actually have another heavy band of freezing rain. Alright, this is in downtown Sioux Falls. We have reports of ice pellets, and sleet. Alright, as of just about 5 minutes ago. And also down here near Winning, we have another report of ice pellets and sleet 2 minutes ago. Alright, so here we go. Alright, this is perfect. Thank God. Alright, so I hope... Yes, this is... Okay, so, look at this. Freezing rain, report here in, where's that? Sanborn. Alright, and this is directly in the path of where that, contamination beam is. And so you see how it shows kind of snow here? Alright, we know that that's not true because we have a report there, so this is a glitch. So there is confirmed there's a freezing rain spike on the radar. And it's only coming from these heaviest bands of freezing rain. You can see on these other ones, alright, there's no freezing rain spike. That is really interesting. Alright, I think we went over these, but we have more reports in Lamar's of freezing rain there. Alright, but let's go back up to the Sioux Falls area. Like Rock Valley. It's been cold here in Missouri. warming up this weekend with rain and still no snow. Yeah, I do think it will eventually get a little bit warmer, especially this weekend. For some of these areas, I do think we're going to see a little bit round of warmer air. I think on Monday, I think I'm supposed to get in the 50s again, so that'll be nice to warm up a little bit. But yeah, I do think that we're gonna get one last kind of little push of warmer air, and then all the cold comes crashing down. But yeah, I know Davis went live earlier today, but I believe he's at like a band thing, so he's unable to join me or just go live himself. And my phone just fell, so I'll be right. Grab that. Trying to work the studio down here. It's a little bit messy. And I just activated Siri, so that's great. Mayfield tornado debris spike will forever haunt me. The long duration of EF4 intensity for 150 straight miles will forever haunt me. That Mayfield tornado will never be forgotten. So true. I was just talking about that. I remember, I believe the anniversary was 3 days ago, I want to say. But a lot of people were posting that specific radar frame, so I actually want to pull that up here. So yeah, I was just looking at this. That's the Joplin tornado. Yeah, so this was Hendersonville, and then, or maybe I didn't. Yeah, so this is it. Yep. So December 10th was the anniversary. All right. There was a debris spike. So that means that, you know how we get hail spikes? All right. There was so much debris in the air that it was kind of deflecting the radar beams, if that makes sense. And it presented this radar spike here. This is a debris spike. You pretty much never see that with tornadoes. You only see it with the very strongest tornadoes. And usually you only get that with hail, but this tornado was so strong that the sheer amount of debris that was being picked up kind of created this hail spike. Or, debris spike. So we've had hail spikes, debris spikes, and now freezing rain spikes. GFS got a winter storm over you for like 200 hours out. Nice. What's up, Dominic Brandt? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the new year. But obviously, more importantly, just like the stream. Share it to any people if you know anybody out here, because we are obviously just trying to cover this live event as it's unfolding here across the Midwest. Alright. So a lot of reports here of freezing rain and ice pellets in Sioux Falls area. Excuse me. But yeah. So once again, we have a pretty large swath here of a lot of freezing rain. All right, we have looks like 5 bands here of freezing rain, and we're talking about like 30 plus DBZ values with these. All right, but these are all moving due north, pretty much, and this is moving up towards the Sioux Falls, Beaver Creek area. So it really looks like about 9:30, or excuse me, about 8:30. It looks like it's gonna be moving into that area. Well, this is saying 7 o'clock, so I don't know. Or hold on, 8 o'clock. My bad. It's hard to gotta translate Eastern to Central time. Snow time again. You're in the UK. You haven't been online. Yeah, we are definitely getting back into that winter phase. But I appreciate you subscribing and coming from all the way over there. So I'm streaming on OBS, which is obviously software, but I'm using RadarScope, which it's not new, but it is more of a modern radar software here. What is it like in Chicago? Right now, honestly, in Chicago, I'm pretty sure it's just very cold. That's all I can say. I don't think we have any precipitation right now out in Chicago. Let's see what's going on in Chicagoland. Yep, nothing. It's just very cold. Yo, what's up, Ryan Singh? Glad to see you. Thank you, you too. Appreciate you for coming to watch. Okay, so we have a report here of icing. So this is accumulations here. We have icy sidewalks, driveways, and or parking lots. This is as of 8:34. So this is 10 minutes ago. So actually 7:34 Central Time. All right. This is south of Elk Point. All right. So we officially have accumulations here of ice. This is exactly what we were expecting. Ice accumulations on surfaces, like, you know, driveways, tree branches, roadways, and then, I mean, I do think that with the added, you know, winds, we could have definitely trees down in some of those more heavier accumulations. You're good? Glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm doing well. So actually, I have, trimester exams, so just trimester finals, if you want to put it that way, to get myself onto Christmas break. That's coming up next week, so starting Tuesday, I begin my exams, and I think I end exams on Thursday, I want to say. So I will most likely not be able to record any updates. I might be able to fit in some, but if you wonder why I'm taking more an absence, it's just because I've been dumped on with schoolwork, and so I'm trying my best to keep up with the weather. But believe me, it's very hard right now. So, but after that, obviously, we'll be right back into the swing of things. 14 likes, wow! We are one away from our stream goal of 15 likes. That is going to help me out a lot, because obviously I lost a ton of watch hours from not posting, but we're back into it. Alright, let's see if we have any more accumulation reports. I think that's our only one for now. So, yeah. In Sioux Falls, South Dakota, it looks like we have reports here of ice pellets and sleet. All right. We have Sioux Falls and Sioux City. So. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty stressful. But honestly, all you gotta do is just kind of lock in, and it only takes, about a week. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, you just gotta take your time, not stress out. You just gotta work hard enough, honestly. But the most important thing, honestly, is just to stay calm and don't overthink things. Because, I don't know, you just gotta believe in yourself. You just gotta stay focused. But yeah, I appreciate all of you for your patience on my absence. That means a lot. Because I know streaming is now a big priority of mine, so yeah. Hey, 15 likes. There we go. Alright. We've hit 15 likes, so we're going to change our stream goal to 30 likes. We're going to go above and beyond here. Alright, this is going to be... Our stream goal is to break the record for... or my personal record for most likes on a live. So... see here. Oops, don't want that to fall. Alright. There we go. It's up there. We want to be at the beginning of your success so we can be the OGs in the future? Heck yeah. That's the goal. Whenever this channel blows up, you bet all you guys will be the OGs. 87 subscribers. I mean, that's alright. It's a slow process. I just gotta stick to it, honestly. So yeah, still some very heavy freezing rain near Ricketts, Charter Oak, Mapleton, and Rodney in, I believe, Iowa. So. You love my positive energy and I'll ace my test. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah, I try to stay as positive as possible because honestly, there's no point in being a negative person. So. Yeah, 2025 New Year is pretty wild. It's coming up. Yeah, big holiday. Obviously, Christmas is in 12 days now, which doesn't seem like much. And then, obviously, 2025. It's gonna be here before you know it. I don't know why, but 2025 just sounds wrong. It's just different. Every time there's a new year, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it sounds so wrong. Nah. But we got some pretty exciting times coming up on this channel. I am going to National Storm Chaser Summit, which is in February, so that's going to be really exciting. But you've lost Levi's channel. You found me from him? Oh, okay. I think he's at Levi SWX. If one of the mods can go ahead and put the link to Levi's channel in the live chat, then that'd be very helpful. But if like Sam is here or Joan Paul, let me make you a mod, Joan Paul. But yeah, if any of the mods can put the link to Levi's channel in the comments or the live chat, that would be great. You don't even know what to expect this year. For you, honestly, it's pretty hard to tell what hurricane season is gonna look like. Because I know that's kind of your thing. For being, I believe you're in. Where are you at? Why did I forget where you live? Oh yeah, Tobago. Yeah. So, yeah, for you guys, obviously hurricane season's a big deal, and it's a little bit too far out to kind of talk about now because our Enzo forecast doesn't go out that far, but it's looking like if you were to just kind of go on throughout a little bit farther, like past where the Enzo forecast ends currently. Alright, it would most likely look to be a El Nino. Alright, it's looking like that's going to be a possibility. But, as of right now, we're entering a weak La Nina. And most people would expect this to eventually progress to a strong La Nina and then just kind of go down from there. But this is going to be a kind of a weird kind of pattern where we're actually going to be just up to a very weak La Nina but quickly back down to a neutral phase. So I do think we're going to enter next spring in a neutral phase. But past then, really not sure as to what will be the exact outcome. Oh yeah, it's been a crazy year, just all around with tornadoes. Obviously, record-breaking season, worst season since 2011. But also hurricane season. I believe it was a hyperactive season. Escaped massive tropical cyclone and Hurricane Beryl, Cat 4, Cat 5 on July 1st. Yeah, everyone remembers that. First June Category 5 hurricane ever. But that one just kind of... I just remember it was very quiet, and then all of a sudden, just bang, we got slapped in the face by Beryl, and that kind of just set a very dark tone on the world, and just kind of reminded us what we're in store for here for hurricane season. And just kind of put things into perspective. Honestly, if you put together Milton, Beryl, Helene, just all of those big names, Franklin, or I guess not Franklin, Francine, just all those hurricanes were really really devastating in some way. So yeah, very crazy. So we actually do have our reports are going down here. Wow, look at this. This is a very impressive band here near Little Sioux, Arizona, or Mondawmin in Iowa here. Alright, this definitely seems to be more of a substantial band of freezing precipitation here. Also near Dow City or Doe City. Definitely substantial precipitation there. We recently had a red weather alert with gusts up to 95 miles per hour. Seems a bit slow compared to the United States. 95 miles per hour is not slow. Okay, if you're talking about regular wind speeds, like with like a trough, 95 miles per hour would be pretty like ridiculous. Like people would freak out here. But I mean, 95 miles per hour is pretty crazy. I know there was some huge storm in Europe, but 95 miles per hour is insane. Yeah, no one, like, if you're talking about, like, the mainland country here in the United States, no one really expects 95. I mean, I don't even think, I mean, if you're talking about, like, with tornadoes, then, yeah, but 95 miles per hour in general is just, it's very fast. 40 mile per hour sustained, 95 long gusts. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, so if anybody watching right now is tuning in from really anywhere in the Midwest or the north central United States, just let me know where you're tuning in from, and I will definitely give you your forecast or just your outlook for the next couple of days. Just whatever questions you want, weather related, I will definitely answer them. It's a big storm off the Atlantic. The west coast hit the west coast of the UK. Yeah. Are you saying the wind doesn't start to hiss until you get to tropical storm to hurricane force winds? Because if you are, then I agree with you, honestly. My house is angled in a way where if you go to one corner of the house, whenever the wind blows by it, kind of just goes off the house or whatever, and it creates that kind of whistling sound. And it's very satisfying. It's very weird. But even like when the wind is not super strong, like just even if it's a light to moderate breeze, it makes that noise. So it's pretty cool. 95 miles per hour is Cat 1 to Cat 2. Yes. Yeah, 95 miles per hour is no joke for sure. Yeah, I mean it's only because of how the way my house is positioned. It's not like an everyday occurrence whenever Augusta like. I'm not saying it happens like around my house. It just happens in one specific corner, and it's not because the wind is strong. It's just because of how the house is angled. 99% of UK houses are brick and stone, so they hold up quite well. No build trend to get broken. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually hear of too much tree damage from these major windstorms in the UK, mainly because I don't follow UK weather too much. But I feel like it would be like farther, like a little bit more on the news, if you want to put it that way, of damage if there was. So it makes sense if you're telling me that they're made of sturdy material. So we might be live here tomorrow morning for more coverage of this event because believe it or not, this is actually going to get much heavier. And it's going to get like very heavy across sections of east central Iowa into far western Illinois. So if necessary, we will go live for that. So I'm gonna give it about a like 70% chance of happening. Also, it depends on if I'm able to use the basement because obviously it's a morning weekend and I live in a big family, so it's gonna be a little noisy because right now I'm home alone, so we're just chilling right now. But on any other social media platforms, I'm on X, but that's it. YouTube and X. Yeah. Yeah, so I will actually put the link to my X account in the live chat here. If I can do that. I don't even know how. Alright, let's just do it on the fly. Oops. That's weird. I have this video set as a gaming video. Should not do that. It should be news. See, politics doesn't really fit my channel, but news, I guess, kind of does. Alright, I just hope that this isn't gaming, because then if not, then my videos are kind of screwed. Oh gosh, what did I do? Seems to be working, though. I mean, my videos are doing very well. I don't know. I'll just do that. Fix that at a different time. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to get to my live stream on here. Here we go. I don't know. Alright. Alright. So there's the link to my X account. If you guys want to go follow that, feel free. Alright, so now we do have a timeline here. This is marked from where our Little Sioux band of heavy freezing rain is located. So this is actually, we took a look at this just a minute ago. Alright, because I did notice how this was pretty heavy, and it did get marked here as a cell, just because the radar scope detects that it's a very heavy band of precipitation here. So just under 40 dBZs of heavy freezing rain here. So this will be in the where is this? Blenso area at about 9/11. Took a hard time for me to read that. So I guess that would be 8/11 for you guys in Central Time. Castana or Castana at about 8:26, and at about Smithland at about 8:40. So, and then Ashton or Anthon at 8:56. So, yeah. Blue sky is getting big. Yeah, I think it is. I might get on it, honestly. I know a lot of weather enthusiasts are, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit until it's kind of like a more major app, and then I'll probably end up joining it. But alright, well, I think I'm going to stay live here, probably for just a couple more minutes, but I think I will end off the live stream in a little bit. Yes, I posted a video of my CBS feature, or, well, actually, my video was featured on CBS, and then I was, mentioned, on a CBS News broadcast, but my video was broadcasted by CBS. And then I took a tour of CBS, and I was able to use their green screen, and we were able to actually, thankfully, a huge shout out to everyone at CBS. Their team is amazing. Alright, their meteorologists are super nice, and I was so grateful to have the opportunity to be able to use their stuff and just be able to see how they do it. So I was able to do a forecast and record it on their green screen, and they actually sent it to me, so I posted it up on YouTube. Alright, so if you go back, about a year ago, it's actually coming up, the 1-year anniversary of my CBS featuring. If you look back just about a year ago in my videos, you'll actually find it. And I think I titled one, I was on the news, and that was the same video that they broadcasted, so. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I gotta change something on OBS here. There we go. Very much better. You watched that? Thank you, Joan Paul. Yeah, you've been watching my videos for a while, so I appreciate you. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that. Yeah, so right now in Charter Oak, we actually do have also some heavy freezing rain here. Yeah, the CBS. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Wow, look at this near Nawa. Or Anawa. This has really just gotten blown up in the past, like, couple frames here. But, I mean, look at this. This is now a pretty solid band of heavy freezing rain here. Yeah, look, this is almost up to 40 DVDs, and just a couple frames ago, scans ago, this wasn't even, like, 35, I feel like. So this has definitely gotten much stronger in the past hour or so. I mean, they're just popping out of nowhere. It's like on and off. Like right now in Dow City, you guys just got done with this band near Charter Oak. Well, you're in for another round with all these tiny blobs popping up here. I'm gonna call them blobs. Yeah. Thank you, John Paul. Appreciate that. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know I say it a lot, but it's been a dream of mine to hit 1,000 subscribers, and to be able to do it with my passion, it's awesome. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. What's up, Sam? Made it back. But also hit that like button. We're trying to get this stream out to as many people as possible, because we're still doing that live ice storm coverage. So trying to get this stream out to as many people as possible. Yeah, all these tiny little bands here of precipitation. If these grow upscale, we're gonna have just an absolute monstrous, just like army of tiny pockets of freezing rain that are gonna march up north here. So that's gonna be interesting to see what that does to travel. honestly, we really don't know much. I will say, if you the ends of forecast, I don't even think goes out that far yet, which is just kind of speaks for itself. Just shows that it's way too far out to talk about that. But if you were to continue the forecast, technically, it looks like it's shaping up to be some sort of El Nino. But I'm not 100% on that. We're not certain at all. So usually I post my hurricane season forecast sometime during the spring, and sometimes a little bit earlier than that. I don't remember exactly when I posted mine for 2024. I think it was like February. It was like late February. But it's shaping up to be something like a El Nino or a just a neutral phase. So we'll see. But I'll definitely be able to keep you guys posted on that. So I'll let you guys know whenever my forecast for next year's hurricane season will come out. But I think we're still a little bit too far out to talk about that quite yet. Yeah, I think you could consider 2024 hyperactive. I've seen a lot of people do that, so I guess it is hyperactive officially. I mean, it really was. We didn't, a lot of people are talking about how we had a kind of a shortage of storms, but we did have quite a few named storms. I think we had like 18 or something like that. Another area here of 40 DBZs near Ricketts, Iowa. Do we have more majors and just hurricanes in 2024? You know what? We might have. I don't know. I could look that up, but I'm not going to do that as of right now, but we might have. Let's see. I don't know. That's a great question, though. But I don't remember that off the top of my head. We had a lot of majors, though. That's for sure. We definitely saw rapid intensification. That's what people were always talking about. You know, the big YouTube channels on weather. Everyone was talking about rapid intensification for this season. Okay, that was definitely right. Now, the biggest season, going up against 2020, I don't think so. Alright, but definitely hyperactive is a term you could use for this. But rapid intensification was a huge part. Okay, so we have a new freezing rain report here near Elk Point. Alright, this was 4 minutes ago. This is actually just north of Ponca, Nebraska, where we had our report of accumulations of ice there. Alright, so let me change radars here. 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, so we actually do have a light band here of freezing rain. So that's probably starting to just wrap up now, but I think that's where that report came from. So we do have a little band here of freezing rain. So that's moving to the north near like Jefferson and Westfield. But yeah. Alright, well, most of this freezing rain is moving out of the Omaha area, and it's actually about to move out of Sioux City. Alright, and I think this is going to move into mainly rural areas. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait until everything clears out of Sioux City for the most part, and I'm probably going to end off the live stream there. But once again, please turn on notifications so that you don't miss any more live streams, because I do plan on doing another live stream possibly tomorrow morning. But yeah. I'm screenshotting this for a reason. It's an inside joke between me and Davis. I can't say why because it's a little embarrassing, but Beryl, Milton, Helene, Kirk were all majors, but you're forgetting one more. Yes, I believe you are. Yeah, wait, which, I can't even remember. We had so many. Francine was Cat 2. You might have gotten them all. Oscar was Cat 1, I think. Joyce was a hurricane, I believe, but it was not, I don't think, a major. Four out of 5. All right. Yeah, I can't even remember what the fifth one was. Yeah. But you know, if you're south of Sioux City, Sergeant Bluff, for the most part, you guys will be out of the woods here. But like Winnebago, Emerson, Thurston, Pender, what was that? Walhill, Macy, all of you guys will most likely be done with the freezing rain for now. All right. But you know, Salix, Homrick, Homer, Sergeant Bluff, all you guys will definitely be done with the freezing rain quite soon. Raphael, yes, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, so we've been live here for... Damn, we've been live for a long time. We've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. We're absolutely on the grind right now. Doing this for you guys. Trying to keep y'all safe. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to end off the live stream there. Alright, I appreciate all of you for coming to watch. This has been a very successful live stream. So, hit that subscribe button if you can. Alright, it helped me out a lot. It'd make everything much easier to get the word out to everyone in the way of this hazardous weather. But make sure you also make sure you turn on the bell. Alright, hit those notifications so you don't miss out on any more live streams. So I will probably be live tomorrow morning at some point, so just, you know, be ready for that. But yeah, it should be pretty much it. So thank you all for coming to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.